Okay, it's time. You're ready to go. And now you need to start showing up online. So what should your first post be? How do you write scroll stopping captions? What if people think that you're annoying? In this video, I'm going to share the 5 must-have posts that you need to create when you're just getting started with your online health or coaching business. And don't worry, no one's going to think you're annoying or you're unprofessional, I promise. Well, hello there. If this is your first time here at the Wellness Business Hub channel, I'm Lori, and I am so glad that you are here. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and hit that bell to get notified. We've got a slew of new training videos coming out each week that I don't want you to miss. And I am so excited for today's video training because if you're anything like me, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 must-have captions that I highly recommend that you create. And these 5 must-haves are critical whether you're just starting out or you've been in the game for a while, and you can really you can use them in multiple different ways on multiple different platforms. And I'm going to recommend that you start on your personal Facebook page. Yes, I said your personal Facebook page where your mom and your sister and your best friend are. Your personal Facebook page gets the most amount of reach, especially when your Facebook friends start commenting on your post, which they will because it's going to be good. So before I dive into the 5 must-have posts, I really want to address the elephant in the room. The belief that if you post your business content on your personal Facebook page, that the people who follow you on your personal Facebook page will think that you're annoying or that you're just trying to sell them something. The truth is, you might actually annoy them and you are trying to sell them something, but it's not a bottle of raspberry ketones with all its false promises. Thank you, Dr. Oz. Look, social media is a free marketing tool that you should want to take advantage of. If your loved ones think that you're annoying, that's on them. Is their opinion of your good quality content going to stop you from helping others? If the answer is no, then let's continue and we'll just push those limiting beliefs aside. All I wanted when I was first starting my nutrition practice was for someone to just tell me what to do. I figured out that if I had an example to work off of, then I could model it and make it my own. So I'm going to give you the 5 must-have posts and some examples for you to model and then make your own. And if the examples that I give you, if they're not relevant, don't get lost in the details. Just try and use them as examples. So focus on the framework of the post, not on the actual specific examples, okay? So each one of these posts follow the same ABC framework. Each one has an attention-grabbing headline. The post must provide a benefit in the form of education, motivation, entertainment, or inspiration. And lastly, the post must have a strong close, giving people one clear and concise call to action. Must-have post number 1. The relatable story. So the relatable story, it emphasizes that you've really been where your ideal client is now and that you truly understand what's going on for them. It could be your backstory, what was going on in your life that motivated you to begin your journey. And in the body of the post, you're sharing very specific experiences that you had, that that your ideal client has now, so that they see themselves in your own experience. They can relate and feel a connection to you. So here's some attention-grabbing headline examples. I struggled for 13 years to get rid of my acne. The reason I decided to become a naturopathic doctor. I feel like this could help someone. I suffered for years with migraines and now I don't. So over time, you're going to create different versions of this relatable story type of post. And you can think of different experiences that you went throughout your journey that your ideal client can relate to. And so here's a tip. The more specific your relatable story is to the experience of your ideal client, the easier it's going to be for them to self-identify and feel a connection to you, which is exactly what you want. Must-have post number 2, your favorite tip or recommendation. Everybody loves a good recommendation, especially if it's a supplement, a food, or a tool. A while back, I asked for and shared a recommendation for natural deodorant, and I got over 200 comments on a single post. So it's important to position yourself as the expert from the start. And really the best way to do that is by sharing one of your top recommendations, what you use it for and really why you use it. And you can use the recommendation theme a lot within your content and inject education, which then makes it doubly valuable. They're getting a recommendation or a tip, and you're being all stealth and sneaky, and you're sneaking education into it. For example, if you're talking about one of your, let's say, favorite essential oils, you can talk about why you started using the oil and why you love the specific one and what you use it for. Or if you're talking about a specific makeup brand or product, you can do the same thing. Like, what do you like about it? Why did you start to use it? And how does it help your skin? This way, you're injecting education around what is needed to get the results that they desire. So here's some attention-grabbing headline examples. My favorite essential oil that works better than Advil. My number one protein powder and it doesn't bloat me. Why I changed my deodorant and what I use now. So you want to end the post with an open-ended question that elicits engagement by asking if anyone has a favorite X and share it below in the comments. The next must-have post number 3 is the reason why. So this is where you talk about and break down your own struggle to find answers, all of your frustrations and all of the trial and error that you had to go through. This post can be written as a rant or can be using the, popular "it wasn't too long ago" theme. The intention of this post is really to share why you created your business and your program or your service. You had negative experiences that you went through and you're really passionate about helping others because you want to make sure that they avoid the same struggle that you went through. This really allows your frustration to come out and allows for education so that you can give them specific discoveries that you made before you figured out the solution that got you to where you are now. Some examples of attention-grabbing headlines. What my doctor never told me. I tried all the creams and this is the only one that worked. The biggest mistake I made trying to fix my shoulder pain. Why I stopped doing X and what I do instead. And so you can end this particular caption with an open-ended question that gets them talking about the things that they're trying that aren't working. For example, tell me I'm not alone. What have you tried that isn't working? Okay, moving on. Must-have post number 4, the question. So the question post is my fave, and you'll use this type of post often, especially to get engagement. The whole point of social media is to be social and to engage your audience, and the very best way to do that is by asking questions. But, and this is important, you really want to make sure that you're asking simple and easy to answer, fun and entertaining style questions that really require minimal effort to answer. Avoid asking questions that are intense or require a lot of thought. So you can ask, for example, a multiple choice question where you give them A, B, C, D options, or you can ask a yes or no question, or you can get them to answer, but you'll need to frame the question so that it's simple. So example, you can ask something like, do you like to work out in the morning or afternoon? What is your favorite evening snack? How long have you had chronic fatigue? 1 year, 2 to 3 years, more than 3 years, more than 5 years, more than 10 years? You can ask simple and straightforward questions to get engagement that also allows you to capture really good intel from your ideal client. And you can use these questions on any platform and use them for a variety of different scenarios, as I mentioned already. And the last must-have post number 5, a common myth. So just like the must-have post number 4, you're going to use the common myth post for a variety of different scenarios. And the common myth post is all about busting through limiting or false beliefs that your ideal client has. So you can brainstorm a long list of the things that they believe that aren't true or aren't helpful, and then use your own personal experience to rebut them, or you can, of course, use science as proof. The goal is to demonstrate that you understand what their challenges, blocks, and fears are, and that you have a way to work around them. Here's an example. PSA, you don't need a website to get your first 10 clients. Common myth busted. Intermittent fasting might be harming your hormones. And then you can launch into what the belief is, why it's incorrect, faulty, and then educate them on what your philosophy or belief is. So these types of posts are really powerful because it helps the prospect to have a shift in their thinking versus just straight up education, which is what brings them to a higher level of readiness and one step closer to working with you. So there you have it. The 5 must-have posts that you can create when you are just starting out or you want to bump up your engagement to get clients. All right, that's all for now. I'll talk to you later.